Pay attention to this because it cuts against most advice men are given about relationships. A lot of men are taught that respect comes from endurance. Stay longer, give more chances, be patient, hold on at all costs. They believe that if they invest enough time, energy, and emotion, appreciation will eventually show up. But attraction and respect don't work on effort alone. They respond to standards. Here's the reality most men learn too late. A man isn't respected because he stays. He's respected because he can leave. This has nothing to do with ego, revenge, or power games. It's about identity. A man who is capable of walking away communicates something deeper than words ever could. My life doesn't collapse without this. That signal changes everything. Most people remain in situations that slowly wear them down, not because they're happy, but because they're afraid of starting over. They tolerate confusion, inconsistency, and emotional imbalance because uncertainty feels safer than loss. But fear leaks into behavior. And when fear is felt, respect weakens. When a man accepts anything just to keep a connection alive, the unspoken message is clear. I need this more than I need myself. Even if affection remains, admiration quietly fades. Walking away flips that dynamic. It shows emotional discipline, it shows clarity, it shows self-trust, and self-trust is compelling. Here's an important distinction. Real strength doesn't argue, it doesn't threaten, it doesn't plead, it decides. A man who can calmly disengage when lines are crossed isn't being dramatic, he's being grounded. He's choosing stability over emotional turbulence. That choice signals leadership. And leadership doesn't chase validation, it sets direction. Another reason walking away changes how a man is perceived is because it restores balance. Every relationship has a silent scale. When one person is willing to lose themselves to keep the other, the scale tips. Not toward love, but toward imbalance. The person who fears loss the most gives up influence, not to control, but to be taken seriously. When a man is at peace with either outcome, he operates from choice, not need. And people feel the difference instantly. Here's something rarely said out loud. Boundaries will always be tested. Not maliciously, not intentionally, but inevitably. Stress, emotion, and circumstance reveal character. In those moments, reactions matter more than explanations. A man who says, "This no longer aligns with me," and means it, answers a quiet question. Can he stand by his values when it costs him? That answer creates respect. Walking away is not about disappearing. It's not silence as punishment. It's not distance used as leverage. It's alignment between belief and action. A man who leaves isn't heartless. He's decisive, and decisiveness is attractive. There's also a simple psychological truth at work. People appreciate presence when absence is possible. Not because scarcity is manufactured, but because dependence isn't. Neediness erodes attraction. Autonomy strengthens it. This doesn't mean respected men quit at the first challenge. Avoidance isn't strength. A strong man communicates clearly. He gives space for growth. He allows room for correction. But when behavior becomes a pattern instead of a mistake, he responds, not emotionally, but behaviorally. No speeches, no justifications, no second-guessing, action. And that's why walking away carries weight. It proves that words weren't empty. One final point that matters deeply. A man who can walk away from what's wrong is the same man who can stay fully present with what's right. Because his commitment comes from desire, not fear. From choice, not insecurity. That's the man people trust. That's the man people respect. So remember this. Respect isn't earned through tolerance. It's earned through self-value. The moment you feel the need to convince someone of your worth, you've already stepped backward. When you know your worth, explanation becomes unnecessary. Walking away isn't weakness, it's controlled strength. And in a world full of men who cling to what diminishes them, The man who can let go, calmly and confidently, stands apart without saying a word. If this connected with you, don't just absorb it. Live it. Respect begins the moment you do.